great. Well, I wouldn't say I have, but I've had a lot of examples where banter's gone like too far. It's kind of when you're talking to your mates and then they take it a bit too far and you're just a bit like, okay guys, stop, and then they just carry on. So I think that's close to bullying if you think about it, but yeah, I'd say that's mine as well.
On multiple occasions, growing up, yeah, I was. A couple that stick in my mind is, one was a bit more physical than a bit more mental. I was just like out on the football pitch, just playing football, and then this guy just like squared up to me and just hit me around the face 3-4 times. So that's the most physical, and to be fair, at the time I was just a bit more in shock and a bit more in awe of just what happened. But looking back, it was scary.
And because I was quite a shy child in primary school, and I always felt very left out because of it.
And it's just, I think, when I just get home, I just wouldn't feel the best I could have been. Like, when I got back, Dad would be like, oh, how's your day been, Ed? I'd be like, not the best, to be honest. So I'd just gone upstairs and slept, ate food, yeah.
Probably the worst one for me was when I was a bit more emotional, a bit more close to heart, was in probably like year 9, when to be honest, I was like speaking to someone and got a bit, like, funny to say it, but like, got a bit friend zoned, and just everyone in the school just like ripped me for it. And when it happened, everyone's calling me names, and it's really got to me a bit. And to be honest, I went home feeling like shit, and my parents were like, "You alright?" And I was like, "Yeah, no, I'm fine, nothing happened. Good day, good mates." And my mates were there for me, but everyone else around me, it's just like, you think everyone's staring at you, and it was quite a tough time for me. And it went on for like a year and a bit, and now some of them are like quite friendly with me, and I'm just like looking at them like, yeah, you're nice now, but like, why did you do it to me before? I think it's just they grow up and they realise what happened. But yeah, no, it was definitely hard for me at that time.
Yeah, definitely. Because then I was very like, I'd go home and want to just be homeschooled and cry all the time, and I wouldn't let people like know about it. Like, I talked to my mum and dad about it, but then like my brother would like make fun of me and be like, "Oh, you're so quiet," and then it would always like be like stuck in the back of my head, like, am I like talking enough? Like, and then in class, like, you know, when you have to put your hand up and teachers are like, right, you need to say this, I'd be like, no, I don't want to answer the question because people are going to be like laughing at me, and it was always just something that stuck with me.
Well, the fights I've seen are basically mostly boys. But I've seen like spats between girls, but I've seen spats between boys. Like, personally, I'd say I've never been in a fight, you see, but I'd say if I had to back myself up, I wouldn't back it up physically, because to be honest, look at me. But like, it's just, I think verbally you can probably mug someone off more, I'd say.
I got through it now, and I look back at it, and I think it has helped me develop, and I've got stronger from it. But it definitely did get to me, and mentally I was suffering. And I think if you probably look at my grades probably just dropped. I wasn't concentrating in class. I was too busy trying to listen to people's conversations, see what they're saying about me, constantly thinking people are talking about behind my back. So yeah, it definitely affected my mental health.
I think girls are more calculated about it. Like, they know what they're doing, and they make bitchy comments, and then like through social media and things, like tweet about you, like I've had it done to me before, and you can hear it when they like talk about you behind your back. But then with boys, I think they just get their anger out quickly and it's over and done with, but girls is a lot more calculated on it.
Power of words is a strong thing, and it gets to the mind. Like, physically, the mind doesn't really, it's just like a quick snap of adrenaline, like if you just punch someone in the face. But I think with words, you can actually think of what you're going to say to that person, and then they'll take that to heart. So, yeah.
When you look at it on the surface, it probably is true. You think boys more physical, punching, girls just bicker all the time. But I think if you actually look into it in depth, and if you probably saw statistics, like I said, not many people are aware it's going on to boys. Most people think it is just physical, but it is going on, it's constantly going on. And the same with girls. I mean, you see in movies, they do like stereotypical girl fight, pulling hair and stuff like that. That does happen just as much as boys get into fight. But I think it's because people have the stereotype that boys are more physical girls are more mental. That is why people say that, but to be honest, I'm not sure to what extent that is true.
Because social media is obviously evolving a lot, and then people have like become more clever with how they bully, so they try and get away with it more by having like fake accounts and things.
I think Facebook, Instagram, I think everyone's thinking about themselves kind of thing, so it's a lot like they want to look the best they can be, but at the end of the day, in the background of private messages, they might be getting shit off their back kind of thing to other people.
Like I said, when I was physically bullied, it hurt afterwards, and for a couple of days I was a bit like, that wasn't like, why did you do that? But like I said, the other one just went on for like over a year at least, and I still look back at it now and I'm still like get a bit upset and a bit emotional about it. So mentally I'd say it's much more scarring because they do it in such a malicious way that they've thought about it. It is planned, and it can go on all different, like to your face, to behind your back, on social media. So yeah, mentally it's definitely worse.
When someone takes a lot of offence to it, and when like you know they're hurt by it, but then you don't do anything about it and you don't even say sorry or anything, then you're definitely bullying. And that like destroyed me mentally. Because I think I got caught up with the wrong people and I wanted to sort of be popular, if that makes sense. I didn't really think about how it must have affected others.
Banter becomes bullying when someone's emotions getting hurt, and that could be only slightly or it could be dramatically, but as soon as someone's taken offence to it and it's hurting someone, that's bullying. You could be all joking, but if one person's taken offence to that, then it isn't banter.
You tell them to stop and they just keep going. They don't know when to stop.
Social media, the growth of social media has had a massive impact on online bullying in my opinion. I think the fact that you've got that platform gives people another platform to bully on. Back in the old days it was just physical, but now people can use it, and they use it in all different ways. Yes, social media is good, but at the same time people use it to be mean.
I think as long as you do something about it, like even if it's little, like just check the person's okay, like after like the bully or whoever's done something to them has left, like just try and do something, don't just like sit there and witness it.
It's difficult, that one, because of course if you saw someone getting mugged or something like that and you didn't know them completely, it would be a bit of a weird thing for you to get into, but of course I would want to, but I think you have to be selfish sometimes. But if it was my mate, for example, or someone I knew, I wouldn't have it, I wouldn't have it one bit, no.
I'm saying that it wasn't nice to be bullied. I had been accused of bullying. Same sort of, well, probably a year after, probably year 10, 11, everyone's calling people's names and you just think it's a bit of a joke, but it is hurting that person, and the person did confront me about it, and looking back on it now, I think what a dick I was to him. And probably on multiple occasions to multiple people, you're just trying to be one of the lads, and it just isn't funny when you look back at it now. So yeah, I have been accused of bullying, and I'm sorry to everyone that I did bully. People say if you saw someone getting bullied, you act. If you're just a bystander, you're just as bad as the person doing the bullying. But saying to act and actually doing it in real life situation is completely different. I can sit here now and say, if I saw someone getting bullied, even if I didn't know them, that I would go and I'd stop it and I'd see if the person's okay. But in reality, you're just as scared as the person getting bullied is. So what you say and what you do is completely different. I'd like to think I would intervene, I would act, but I honestly don't think I would unless it was my close mate.